We're live, we're live, we're live. What's up, everybody? Brooklyn and the family is live. Hello to everyone in the chat. All right. So first off, welcome to Brooklyn and the family, everyone. I'm gonna give a little couple of shout outs. What's up, J Mac? Good to see you, J Mac. What's up, Playlister? Good to see you, Playlister.
Playlister.
All right. Let me come down. Tim, good to see you, Tim. Always a pleasure. All right. Coming down. Lady Love, good to see you, sis. Lady Love in the building, y'all. All right. Coming down. You know, we got the family, Patty, King. All right, True Diva. We got 420. Welcome, 4. Good to see you, 420. All right. So for those who don't know me, my name is Brooklyn Core Cutters, and I'm here today with my family. So I'm gonna let everybody say hi. So to my right is my beautiful wife, Jazzy.
Hello, everyone. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Happy Sunday.
All right. Next up is my sister, Patty.
Hey, everyone. Happy Sunday.
All
Can
right.
you hear me?
Next up is my sister, True.
Hey everyone, happy Sunday and welcome.
Next up is my brother, King.
Happy Sunday to all. We got a great show for y'all. Enjoy the day. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much respect to all. And enjoy the show. Enjoy the ride.
All right. What are we talking about today, family?
Today we're talking about Trinh Nguyen. She murdered her 2 sons while they were in their beds. She lived in Bucks County, so that's in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Wow.
Right. She killed her kids, and then she went and drove to Jersey and got some drugs to kill herself. The reason why I'm thinking she did this to her children because that on May 2nd, this just happened this month. She shot her kids. The next day, they were putting her out her house because she owed back money of $11,500 something dollars. So she wasn't paying her bills. I guess she just lost it, guys. I don't get it though. She lost it. She shot her kids. They didn't die right away, but then a couple of days later, they both died. What she did was she talked to one of her neighbors, a young guy, he was like 22 years old, gave him a box with stuff in it, a letter saying this is what she wants to be done with her kids and herself. She wanted to be cremated with her kids. Somehow, when he turned back around, she pointed a gun at him and clicked the gun twice. It didn't go off. So he grabbed her and, he disarmed her, but then she got away. So as I stated, she went to Jersey to try to get some drugs to kill herself. So Patty, what do you think of this story?
Yeah, you are right, Jazzy. Too bad she didn't go.
Yeah,
I'm just, she had a 13-year-old son and a 9-year-old son. And she goes and shoot her 2 kids in the head because her life isn't going as the way she wants it to go because she Chazzy said, she was $11,000 in rent. I think the next day when she did the shooting, they were going to evict her
Yes,
from the house. And, you know, I don't care how bad things are going in your life, there's always, and I always tell my kids, where there is a will, there is a way. And you just
absolutely.
have to look for it. But some of us, we just get lazy and wallow in our sorrows and think that that's the way out. It's not, because too bad she didn't die. They did keep the kid's body alive so they can make sure that they took parts of the kids and harvest them for other use them for other people and stuff. So,
Mhm.
you know, to me, that's living on. The kids are still going to be living on. But they did get her. True. What do you think? That
I
makes me
think
so mad. I'm sorry.
it's a very horrible story, especially as being a mother.
Yep.
I could not see. I could see maybe ending my life
Yep.
and getting my kids to safety where nothing, no harm came to them. But like, it's just gut wrenching. Like, you have to be strong to kill your kids, and like, it's just horrible.
Yeah, but
Horrible.
yeah, but true. She also too you know, her and her husband had separated, and the first kid,
Yeah.
the 13-year-old wasn't his, but the 9-year-old was, and he wanted to take him back to Vietnam, and she was fighting that also. She probably like, listen, he ain't taking my kids. I'm just gonna get rid of him. And it's horrible to even have that thought in your mind to,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
take your children
Yes.
out because your life is, it sucks. Evidently, it sucked.
Mm.
Well, I would have looked at it if the father did want the child and could offer the child a
Better
better
life.
upbringing and a better life.
Hmm.
Or I would willingly give my child away,
Right, right.
willingly. But no.
Yeah,
I hope that I hope they eat her every day that she's sitting in jail.
what you think about what happened? What you heard so far, King?
As far as what
You know
this
what
shit.
they just said.
Well, my whole thing with that is a atrocity. I
Hmm.
mean, like I was be like in the green room when we was talking earlier, when I was talking to Jazz, there's so many women trying to have children, and
Hmm.
here you going taking lives because you're under pressure from life. At the end of
Hmm.
the day, there's no reason to do any of that. Just because you back on rent, there's always program for women to get shelter that you could take your kids and be okay. And it's a horrible example that you don't let pressure break you to the point that you got to take the lives of something that you put on this earth. And it's sad.
Absolutely. It is.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
want to chime on something because you know we're going around, y'all. I want to chime on something that Patty said. Right? Patty said that they took their body parts or something to that nature, like
The
to
organs.
save
They
the
Their
they
organs,
organs
stuff
to
like that.
donate.
they
Yeah.
they donated their
Okay,
organs.
I want to ask you a question, right? To Patty. Um, they when they did that, right? Did they do an autopsy on the kids and find out what happened to the kids?
Oh, they were shot in the head,
Both
both
of them were
of
shot
them.
in the
Okay,
head.
so they
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
shot in the head. The mother
both
just
of them. Yeah,
straight out murdered them,
yeah,
She
yeah,
murdered
Yes.
him.
yeah.
and
She
then
straight out murdered them. Yeah,
how did they got
they
the
didn't
consent?
expect them to live through that.
Yeah, how they got the consent to take their organs?
Right. That was my thing too. Who was able to say that they could use those kids' organs?
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
pretty
get
sure
that.
they had to reach out to the father because they're minors, so they
Right.
had to ask someone.
Somebody. They
Yeah,
had
right.
to
See,
give
the reason why I asked that is because
consent.
I want to see if they did that before, getting permission or after.
No,
See,
they
like
kept
like
them
to cover up,
alive
like to
until they
cover up
could
what
get
happened,
permission.
huh?
They kept them alive.
no, basically they were brain dead.
Yeah, right. They were brain dead. Yep.
Okay,
And this just happened in May, this month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
This month this just
And,
happened that the woman did
and the
that.
mother killed them because she couldn't pay the rent.
And I think it's a
Yeah.
lot of things
I
that
think it's a
probably
lot of
led up. Yeah,
yeah.
because
Right.
she was separated from the youngest kid's father. They were going to court for custody of the
Mhm.
youngest child. They didn't say too much about the 13-year-old. They
Right.
mainly were talking about the 9-year-old.
So it was stress
Mhm.
related.
That's not
Possibly.
stress.
I have a
Like King
question.
said, there's so many programs out there for females. That's not stress. All you got to
I
do is go ask.
I believe it
Latif
was
Um.
said
it was
drugs.
substance abuse.
Yeah,
I
he
think it was
said
substance
drugs.
abuse
Well,
also involved.
she said she never did drugs before. She
No, she
went
never
and got
did.
those drugs to kill herself.
Hmm.
Because when they found her, she was in a parking lot of a church.
Yeah.
So that's what she did to try to kill herself. But you shoot them, why you didn't shoot yourself?
Yeah, because I'm trying
Kill
to
Mhm.
get
you
to
and
the
leave the
mind.
babies
Of,
alone.
Absolutely. Yes.
I
I'm
would have
trying to
killed
get.
myself first.
I guess maybe love sick, being love sick. Like I said, the relationship with the younger sibling, father, maybe took her over the edge along with the bills. So, like Brooklyn said, it could have been stress related. I mean, we all dealt with stress in our life. That's just a reality. But at the
Mhm.
end of the day, it's how you persevere over stress.
Right.
Some
Yeah.
people are
Yeah.
not as strong as
Yeah.
you, per
Right.
se.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's
Sure.
true.
I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, she said, "This is horrible. I have no sympathy for people hurting or killing
Yeah.
children. Leave the
That's
kids
right.
alone."
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Lady Love. Thank
Absolutely,
you.
lady love.
Yeah.
Amen.
There's so many places that you could drop those kids off with no
Yep.
questions asked.
Ass. Yep.
And come
Absolutely.
on, come on. So she did this, and I think she did this to hurt, probably hurt the father also. And then what makes it so bad is that the house that she was living in, it was owned by the father's sister. So
Yep.
you mean to tell me, okay, I understand that she owed all this money, but these are your nephews. So you
Right.
actually would put them in the street. These are your nephews. But
Mhm.
money prevails, people. That's what it's about.
So you mean
And
to
it,
say that the house was owned by a family member of the father.
Yes.
Correct.
So no matter how much money you owe, you supposed to, like I said, there's programs for that, which
Yeah.
they could have got paid or at least got half of the money. You gonna throw your family in the street,
And then I'm
regardless
saying,
of the woman.
right, I'm saying, what kind of father is he? What
Yeah,
kind of
that
father is
too.
he? You see this
because
lady struggling, and this is your child. As a man, you're supposed to help.
you know
But they
what?
did say something about that they when the father and the mother were living together, they had a house and they sold the house and she did get a portion and he had to pay child support. So I'm
Right,
wondering, was he paying child support or not?
right, right. But she was
But
back
them,
11,000,
but them
11,500.
houses, them homes up there, they're very, very,
In New
very.
Jersey?
No, it's
No,
in
Oh,
it's
Philadelphia,
in
Bucks County.
it's in Bucks County, and
okay.
they homes start at like 300 and some thousand.
Ooh,
I want to
She was
shout out to
living in a
Enjoy My
really nice
World.
neighborhood.
What's up, sis? Enjoy My World.
Okay,
Um,
but 300 something thousand up here in New York, some of these houses is half a million. And you look
Yeah.
at them and they're not even worth half a million. So 300,000, that's light change.
what I'm trying
Yeah.
to do is, I'm trying to get into the mind of this lady.
really?
What would make someone do something like this? You know, go and kill your kids. So that's this is what I'm trying to get into. The mind, the state of mind she was in when she did that. It either had to been drug. I'm listening to everyone. Drug related, stress. You know, I can't see how a man can make you kill your kids because you're not with them. I don't get that. You understand? So I'm trying to see what would make someone kill their kids. you
Well,
know it's ups and downs. Life is, life has trials and tribulations. It's good with the bad. Everybody ain't gonna be having money every day. One day you're gonna have money, today, tomorrow you're gonna be broke. That's the way life is. So, and that's what each and every one of us, no one in here, money is that long where you don't have to worry about money. You understand? And worry about paying bills. you're gonna pay the bill. You pay bills when you come in this world, or you're gonna pay bills when you go out. So
Absolutely.
I don't understand what would make someone kill their kids. This is what I can't wrap my mind around. I'm listening, but I just can't see how I got my kids here, my granddaughter, everybody, me snuffing them out. I can't see it. I don't care how much money I got or how much money I don't have. How can I take their life away from them? Like I said, they could have been the next president of the United States. They could have been the next millionaire, the next doctor.
Mm-hmm.
They could have been, really, really successful in society. So I want to know what would make someone do that. To me, I'm gonna tell you how I feel. They have to be crazy from start. From start, they had a problem growing up from start, and no one paid attention. No one don't just do that overnight. No, this lady had a problem from her childhood coming up, and people didn't check it out. She messed around with these people out in the street, got pregnant. You understand? And she wasn't right from start. Why are you messing with someone that's not right in their head from the start? Come on, this lady was mentally disturbed. And these guys out here, a piece is a piece to anyone. You understand? They don't mess with anyone, whether they crazy or not. I don't get it. If I see somebody that ain't right in their head, ain't no way I'm laying down with them. There's no way. This lady, no one can tell me that this lady
Something wasn't right with her. Yeah.
was okay, and then she just snapped one day because she couldn't pay her phone bill.
But listen though, they said that she had this plan a week before she even did it.
Yep. Yep.
So she was
But
planning on
She had
killing them.
planned
no,
She had
this.
planned
she
this,
had
yeah.
this plan before a week. You
Well,
understand? Before a week. No, they just noticed it was a week. She wasn't right in her head
For
probably
a long time.
from the time she got pregnant. From the time she got pregnant, and the guy whoever she laid down with knew she was psycho, and I'm out now. That's what I'm saying. These men's out here, man, they lay down with anybody, yo. They lay down
I
with
Yes.
anybody, man. This lady
well,
was psycho from start.
I
From
think
start.
for if I want to chime in, right? I personally think I don't know if the woman was mentally ill, but I also know. I mean, let's be honest. Sometimes you have a domino effect of things that can push you into mental illness. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, like you said, she owed a lot of money. The guy left her. I mean, you're dealing with women. Women are emotional creatures by heart, and men are. We react to we by instinct, and then by emotions. She probably had a lot of burden of pressure on her after the guy left. We really don't know the relationship with her and the man, and that might have been something that broke her heart. And at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it might have pushed her to mental illness or
yeah.
other things. Who knows? She might have been doing drugs before that, but didn't say she
Oh,
did. But at the end of the day, who knows? But
Right.
also, I think it's just a domino effect of events that make somebody do the things they do.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so we agree then. This is over a course of a period of time.
Yes,
So it
I
ain't like
believe.
it just happened. So that's what I'm saying. She been having issues for years on end. And there's
Well,
no way that I'm with my wife and she have issues and I can't see it. How can I not see it? And then I see that she have issues and then I leave her. You see, that's gonna push her more into the issues. You see what I'm saying? And that's what when you see somebody in that type of situation, man, you just can't up and leave them. You got to get help for them. Even a family members had to see her going downhill.
I
Somebody should
agree.
have got her help.
I agree
People
with
I
that.
turn blind
I
eyes to this stuff.
I
I
agree
agree.
with you, and
There's
maybe
no way that I'm gonna see my wife having issues, and then now all of a sudden we had so many years, great years, and now things get tough, and now I'm going to leave her. I ain't no man. I don't call that no man.
Well,
I agree.
Are
everybody
you
ain't
gonna
like
take
you,
in,
Brooklyn.
huh?
Everybody ain't the same.
Yeah,
I don't
Brooklyn.
care.
You
Everybody ain't the same, but
there's
everybody need to get on track.
and
Yeah,
there's
I
few
agree.
men out
We
there.
need to get on
I
track because
agree.
you know why? Because you know why I say that?
But that goes
Because you
both
gotta.
ways, though.
Everybody
Yeah,
got to answer to somebody.
Hmm.
Everybody got to answer to somebody. We got to answer to the man upstairs. You can
yeah,
run, but you can't hide.
yeah.
You can
Absolutely.
You can
absolutely,
run, you can hit, and that's why
absolutely.
I do the right things. You know,
Yep.
there's no way that I'm gonna see somebody in my family going through something, or my spouse or anything, and they say I'm leaving. Nah, I ain't doing that. We said between better or worse.
Hmm.
You get it? And that go for women too. I'm hard on the men right now. I'm talking about these women too. They out here too. When they see the man ain't bringing in the bread or he ain't doing what he got to do, oh, I got to get out of here.
Yep.
That ain't
Ready to
right.
quit.
That ain't right.
Yep.
Hold your
Yep.
man up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? My mother always told me
Yep.
a long
There you
time
go,
ago.
Tim.
My mother said to me, she said, just because you broke, you don't have to look it, and everybody don't have to know it.
Hmm.
You
Absolutely.
understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So true.
So
So
true.
true. Oh
Yes.
my goodness, that's so
That's why I
true.
made that statement earlier. You're not gonna always be on top.
Yep.
Right. BK, highlight Lady Love. She made a point.
That one?
Hmm.
Oh, she said that's why you get help. Don't go taking the kid's life. There's no
Hmm.
excuse. The children could have lived. Absolutely.
There's
It's
no
true. But
excuse.
it's no excuse. But I think she did that to hurt that
Family.
husband. That's what I think. That's what I think.
I agree with you because most women, and it's not just women, men do it too. If I can't make you happy or you can't be with me, I'm going to go to the one thing that's going to hurt you the most. And most of
Children.
the time, it's the
It's the
kids.
children.
But I
Yes.
be,
And I don't know why people put kids into this. That's between
I
you and
don't even know why
another
nobody
adult.
do that, period. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
That's
Thank
just
you.
dumbest.
I only
Absolutely.
I mean, your job is to protect your kids.
Word
Be
up.
the
That's right.
sacrifice
The
for
woman
your
don't want to
That's
be
kid.
with
right.
me, so you know what? I'm gonna snuff them all out. You
I'm
kidding me?
with you. Lock
That's
and
it.
loaded. I don't told y'all.
Hmm.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Come on,
It's so
man.
many things going on in the world. These
You
people
Okay.
take
just
you take my
murdering
kid.
like
I'm
it's
taking you.
crazy. It's just
Thank you.
it's people just going plumb mad. They really
Yeah,
Yeah.
are. They
yeah.
really are just going
Is it
crazy.
something in the water? What is that? I
It
mean,
might
look at
be.
this. I
Nah,
no,
you
just
know what it
it's
is?
a
I'm gonna
lot
tell
of
y'all
weak
what it
people.
is.
It's a
what
lot of weak people.
Yeah, no, it's not even that.
you think?
It's the government. You know what I mean? The government is not help. I'm gonna blame them. Somebody got to get blamed because if people have money and people can take care of their kids and people can survive, I think that makes it lighter on people. When people don't have the aid out there to do certain things like health care, food. Now I'm seeing Similac for the kids
No
is
baby
not on the
food.
shelves. Let me say what I gotta say. Those are the things that push people over the edge. When you see that you can't feed your kid, I watch TV, y'all. I see all of this stuff going on, and I'm seeing all these rich people out there buying Ferraris. And I'm not telling people what to do with their money. You understand? Don't get it twisted. Do what you want with your money, but it's too many people out there that can't not that need help. I wish I was a trillionaire. I would help every single body I can help, and I would go broke doing it. You
But
understand?
people don't think like that. People are
It's
they think about
but
themselves
they're
first
not gonna
before
be
anybody
blessed.
else. That's
But they're
what it's
not gonna
about.
be blessed.
That's what it's
Timeline,
about.
Jazz.
They think about themselves.
They're not gonna be blessed
Come on,
though.
these kids had this. She had no reason to take these children life. No reason. I don't care what she was going through.
Yeah,
She
She
had
gave
no
him
reason.
away.
Totally
and I
agree
No
with
reason.
agree.
that. I don't care what's wrong with you.
I agree.
The kids had nothing to do with it.
If
Leave
you
them
feel
out
you
of
to
it.
that stage, give them to your family members and go kick
You can
rocks.
take them right to the police station, firehouse, anywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't
But
deal with
then
this.
you gotta remember, guys, she wasn't living too far from her sister-in-law. Why not take the kids over
Yeah, that's
there?
what I said. Give
There,
them to
there you
somebody.
go.
Why you gotta
She
snuff
did
their
that
life
to
out?
hurt that she did that to
Because
hurt
you
that
ain't
man.
right.
and that family. I believe that's
I
what
think
that
she,
woman did.
me, my opinion, I
Yes.
think she couldn't take care of the kids. I think she was down on her luck. She had, but y'all said she was going to get evicted. I listened to
She
y'all.
was the next day they was going to evict. She was
They're gonna
being
put her
evicted.
out. She
Hmm.
had no money. She had because if she had money, she could have paid her rent. She had
Well,
no money. She had no one to help her, nowhere to turn to. She figured that this is it. Come
well,
on.
she could
No
have
one
gave her
stepped
kids.
in. No one stepped in to give her aid. But everybody wants to put on the
And
news.
I think that's
Oh,
one of the biggest problems when
Yeah.
people don't help each other. That's one of the biggest problems. You see
yeah.
somebody going through something and you just turn a blind eye. Come on. That's one of the biggest
Bingo.
problems, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. They
Well,
see these things and they turn a blind eye to these things. I don't care if it's family members or whatever. Somebody seen her going downhill, and no one offered to help her at all. Because, like y'all said, I heard what y'all said before. Everyone's thinking about their selves.
Yes. Brooklyn, let me read something that Lady Love said. She said, bring them to the US. We are foster adopted parents. There are places you can drop kids off safe. Havens.
Bingo.
She was very selfish. She was very selfish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
It's
was.
was.
yeah,
But she was
yes.
in
Very.
Philadelphia, so
She was in
uh
Philly.
yeah, she was in Philly. She lived
No
in
reason
Philly.
to do that overall, period.
Yeah.
The government need to do better, on helping people.
That
Because
I
if
agree.
that lady got some help, man,
Yeah, but
you know,
I truly believe the government does do a good job, especially when it comes to women and kids. But you have to
absolutely.
be able to go out and ask for the help. You can't sit and wallow in your sorrows and think that everything is going to be okay. Because when I was young and had two kids, I had to ask for help, and that's how I got where I am today. But
right.
she just
I
sat and
agree with that.
wallowed in her sorrows. People are there to help you, and people would don't mind helping. If you came to me and said I need help, I'm going to do whatever the heck I can do to help you. But I think she just wallowed in her
Yeah, but
sorrow.
I seen some cases where some people wasn't getting help.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true.
all
But
cases is not the same.
But
but
people are
listen.
walking around with this hatred. I don't understand it. Look at what happened yesterday. People have so much hate in their hearts. Where is
Yes.
this coming from?
Because
Right.
It
they're
isn't
broke,
that you
they're
can't get
depressed.
help. You
Okay,
can get it.
let me read this. 420 said. He said Philadelphia is one of the highest poorest cities in America, so there should definitely be more help from America there.
Yeah, we sending money abroad.
But we do have programs. If
We sure
if a
do.
if a woman
I,
has mental
I,
illness,
mm-mm.
that she can come into a facility with her kids.
Yep,
Speak
She
on
could
it,
have
True.
took her kids to a facility
yep,
with her. She didn't even have to leave them behind.
Right.
yep.
There's
And I know
places
Of
that.
here that
course,
she
it
could
is
have did that.
programs. It is programs. Of course, it's programs.
But you got to ask. That's the problem. You got
Right.
to ask.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm quite sure she knew or somebody would have knew. Like it really ain't no excuse.
Yeah,
It's
98%
not.
of the times, all these bills that's being passed when it comes to children and women, they
yep,
get it.
yep.
Men are the ones that we need to highlight on, not to start a civil war, but I gotta make that clear.
Here we go.
Men
We
know,
coming for you.
no, you ain't got to come for me
No,
because
I'm
I'm
just
be all
teasing.
right. I'm a fighter. But we don't get the men don't get the benefits.
No,
Guys come
they
home
don't.
from jail.
Yeah.
Back in the days, guys had programs where they in jail, they could get their degrees, they could learn trades, and then come home and be resourceful when they touch down in the land. Nowadays, men they go to homeless shelters for men are closing every day. Whereas now,
Mm-hmm.
women's shelters are opening
Yep.
abroad. They
True.
building
Yes.
things for them and
I
they
agree.
separate the man from the woman and the child.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
It's just a messed up paradox,
Mm-hmm.
and
Me,
it's
I'm never
sad.
turning my back on my family. I don't care what the case is. I'm
Me
never
But your
either.
doing that.
family also have to let you know that they need help.
Right.
No, I can look and see they need help. They
You
don't have to tell
do?
me anything.
Now sometimes it's hard.
I
No,
don't.
I can look at my any one of my kids and see if I know if they need help.
Professor X.
I could look at anyone and tell, oh no, they need a little help.
Well, none of
You
my kids. I
understand?
mean, my kids will ask, but when you
And my
start
kids
going to
ask me too. They always been.
Now,
You know,
Now,
like if my sisters, are living elsewhere and they need help, sometimes they won't come to me and say, "Hey, I need help."
right,
And they make it seem like everything is going okay. It's
right,
not that I'm in their face every day, all times, but sometimes, people become introverts and say, "I can
Mhm.
do this myself," when they
True.
really, you can't. You need someone else to help you out.
Yeah,
it ain't nothing
absolutely.
wrong with needing help.
right.
No, it isn't. Not at
Right.
all.
And it's funny that you say that, Patty, because I got I only got one child, I lost a couple,
I'm sorry.
God bless by the most high. And I have a son 13 years old. And a couple of weeks ago I had him because I got custody and I'm not, I put it out there, me and the mother of my child, because I hate the term baby mother. It
But
just seems crazy. The
Ghetto.
mother
yeah.
of my child,
Thank you,
exactly.
King.
Ghetto.
I
The mother
appreciate
of
that,
my
King.
child,
Thank you.
me and her not together, but I take care of my son. And a
Appreciate
couple of weeks ago, he's 13 now, and he told me, he said, I said, "You all right, Junior?" He was like, "Not really." I said, "What's going on?" He said, "You can't help me with my problem."
that.
And
Mm.
me and him had heavy discussions ever since then. So he's always been a happy baby, regardless of when in between like some of the trauma that he dealt with, me and his mother breaking up. And he never really expressed it, but I knew in the way how children act, whether they be bad at school when they wasn't like that before.
Mhm.
I knew
Mm-hmm.
that was the cause of it. But at the end of the day, when he told me that, I was blown back because I can remember when I was younger, and the things that my mother and father, rest in peace to my father, who passed away January 10th, 2020,
Mm.
Prayers.
they went through that had adverse effect on me and my siblings. So it's like a full turnaround for me to hear that from my son. So I'm trying to gravitate to him and talk to him more and pay more attention.
Right.
That's
These
right.
things that you don't see, you need to know because
That's right.
you don't understand that as he get older, it could turn into something else. It could go
Amen.
from him being a promising student to him being a bank robber. So we
Right.
got
Right.
to stay on top of
Absolutely.
that. You know.
Amen, King.
Absolutely.
There you go,
Absolutely.
King. That's
We
exactly.
had that
There you go.
discussion a couple of weeks ago on that. I told people make sure that they listen to their kids.
Hmm.
We us as parents, we don't want to hear nothing. I said I said something about that before. We got to start listening to our kids, paying attention to our kids because they're human and they have their own mind and their own thoughts, and we have to pay attention to it. So when the family like when you don't pay attention to them, that's when them things start happening. So I commend you, King, for listening to your kid.
Yeah.
Salute,
Absolutely.
bruh.
Because a lot of us parents don't listen to our kids at all. We need to start listening to them more.
Yeah.
Regardless to if we right or wrong. Us as parents always think we right, but we not always right.
That's true. That is so true.
We
We
not
do.
always
We
right.
got all the answers,
Word
and
up.
we do need
Just
to
like when
listen to
our
our
parents
kids.
came up and was bringing us up.
Yep.
We always thought our parents, thought they was right. Well, my parents, they ain't right. You ain't right neither. You know what I'm
That is
saying?
so true.
That is so
So come on,
true.
what
but,
make
uh,
you
but
more
you
right than
can
your parents was with you?
right, but you can take the little bit of things that they was right and use that as a
Listen
tool
to them.
for
No, the
your
whole thing,
kids. You
King,
know what
is
I mean?
listening to them. It ain't about who's right and who's wrong. It's about listening to them, giving them a voice, let them voice their opinion. So, let them come to you and feel comfortable to let you know what's going on. And that's the basic key to
That's
solving
the
things.
basic. I'm
Mhm.
telling you, that is the basic.
My kids come to me and tell me anything before they couldn't. I had to learn that.
You have to
So I
learn.
listen to my kids all the time. We charmed on that like a week or so ago.
Yeah.
Listen
Yeah.
to
Amen.
your kids regardless,
Mhm.
because one day we ain't gonna be here. They gotta survive on their own, make their own mistakes anyway.
That is true.
That is true.
Mhm.
So
I
you
know
gotta
I
listen
did.
to them. I
We all
listen to
did.
my kids.
Yeah, but this lady, I don't know. But now they, being that the kids died, um, they got for murder. So she's in
Oh yeah, she
jail.
going up under that jail.
Yeah,
She
she
ain't
going up
never
Yes, she
under
coming
there.
out.
is.
So
Mm-mm,
She
she
ain't
she
should
coming
better
have.
out.
not.
I don't see why she, you drive to Jersey to get some drugs to kill yourself. and it didn't work. So evidently, you didn't take enough to take yourself out.
That's right.
Evidently,
When she was, didn't she look high when they had her?
yeah, she looked
Yeah,
real
Yeah, she
high.
did.
something was
She
wrong.
looked stone faced.
Yeah, she did.
I was like, wow.
So
Do we
she
have any pictures of this woman?
yeah,
Yeah,
we do in the
yeah. You
kid.
want to bring it up?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
But
bring up the story.
it's
Yeah,
just so sad. It's so
it's
sad.
always a
13 and
tragedy.
9, 13 and 9 years old. It's sad.
Horrible.
In the
All right.
prime of their
I
life.
lay down for my kids. Ain't
Oh,
no
that's the
way.
Everybody,
demon. That's the demon right there.
yeah,
That's
we're
the
gonna
Yeah.
listen. Yeah, we're gonna listen to the story so everybody can, who we talking about. All right, here
Right.
we go.
20 minutes of nonstop news begins with the mother from Bucks County now charged with murder for allegedly shooting her 9 and 13-year-old sons as they slept in their beds. And police now say she planned the killings for at least a week. Thanks for being with us this afternoon. I'm Tracy Davidson.
I'm Jacqueline London. Trinh Nguyen was originally charged with attempted murder, but those charges were upgraded to first-degree murder after her sons died over the weekend. NBC 10's Deanna Durant was the only reporter in court when the 38-year-old mother faced a judge this morning. She joins us live now outside the Bucks County Prison. Deanna.
Well, when Trinh Nguyen was escorted into the video conference room from the area that she was being housed in the Bucks County Prison, she really kept her gaze down towards the floor, at times only nodding when the judge asked her questions. We've learned she's being held in the mental health ward tonight. She is now charged with first-degree murder. Prosecutors describe a dazed 38-year-old woman in and out of consciousness when she was discovered by police in a church parking lot last Monday. 4 hours after police say she shot her two sons as they slept in their beds. Police report inside the minivan where Trinh Nguyen was found, heroin packets, some empty, and some with the illegal drugs still inside. On the dashboard, a note that read, "Please call 911. My children are dead in their bed," listing her Newtown home, where she lived with her ex-husband's sister and that woman's 22-year-old son. He told police he approached Nguyen early last Monday morning.
His actions saved his own life and others, and by disarming her, that loaded weapon, and obviously then she went to New Jersey and obtained the heroin that she used to try to overdose.
She pointed a gun at the man and tried to fire. The gun didn't go off. Then he managed to disarm Nguyen. It wasn't until police arrived that the boys were found, shot in their heads, still alive. Police say Nguyen took off and crossed into New Jersey. Her car was spotted just after 7. As the efforts were being made to save the boys, police say Nguyen was in this parking lot trying to overdose. While police are not saying why they think she shot her kids, we know she was about to be evicted the next day and was locked in a fight with her ex-husband to take the couple's 9-year-old child to Vietnam for the summer. Now, police say the killings were planned at least a week earlier.
She wrote a document, she titled it as a will, but we see it as evidence where she clearly indicates what her actions would be.
And in that document, police say that Nguyen had instructions for what she wanted done with her ashes and the ashes of her two sons. Reporting live in Doylestown, Deanna Durante, NBC 10 News.
It's also hard to hear. Deanna, thanks.
Now y'all hear that?
That was
Yes.
in Doylestown.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Excuse me. She attempted to kill herself. Why she didn't shoot herself with the gun?
That's what I said.
But she
Hello?
was weak.
Mm.
You're gonna shoot your
Overdose.
kids with the gun, but you ain't gonna shoot yourself with the gun.
Nope.
Man, listen, that's crazy.
It's horrible.
She should have been first on the list and leave the kids alone.
That's
Don't
right.
take somebody, take your
Absolutely.
own self out.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And it's all because of this, her life she felt her life was at an end. I listened to
Yeah.
what they said,
Mhm.
and she felt that once her husband was fighting her for custody, and she's about to be evicted, because if she's gonna get evicted, she ain't paid rent for months.
She was living
No.
good though. You see that house?
See
Yeah,
that
Goddamn.
house?
know.
Yes.
I told you up there they got
Yeah.
some nice house.
Poor people, we fight through everything.
Yeah,
People
but,
in the
that's
projects,
crazy.
people on side blocks, and we ain't never tried to kill ourselves. We fought
Yeah.
through it. My mom's raised 6 kids. We went to war and we was all right. And she put clothes on our behinds and made sure we was all right. And I'm quite sure everybody in this panel and in the chat understand what I'm talking about. Those that
Yep.
understand at
Yeah.
the end
Yes.
of the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Oh
sure
man,
do.
this is
So you said it
atrocious.
was 6 of y'all. It was
Yeah,
10 of us. It was
yeah,
Yeah,
10.
black. Yeah,
it was 6 of us
see,
too.
my father was 13. Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah, and we the Black Brady Bunch, 3 boys, 3 girls.
yeah.
I knew Jazz was gonna laugh.
That's a
Oh.
good one, King.
Nah,
Yep,
but it
that was
was,
good.
it was
Yeah,
3
but
boys, 3
They-
girls.
people don't understand. Every day is not going to be good. You know, you got to learn how to work through the trials and the tribulations. You
Absolutely. But
know, you're
Yeah.
going to
some
have
people,
good
some
days
people,
or bad.
yeah, but some
Some
people are just
people
weak.
ain't built
They're
like
just
that.
weak. They're not built that
Man,
way.
ain't
Absolutely.
no way
I
I'm
agree.
snuffing myself out or my
Absolutely.
family.
I know that's right, Brooklyn. I
We're
ain't
gonna
Absolutely.
have
stuffing
to
me,
we're
my
gonna have to
kin,
eat oodles.
nobody.
We're gonna
We
have to
gonna work
eat
through.
oodles and noodles.
Yep.
Thank you. Oatmeal for days.
That's
Word up.
right. But I'm
Look,
not saying,
Rough trade.
other races, they don't do what they need to do, but blacks, we make it
Word.
work. Whatever
Don't
we
we?
got to do, we make it
Girl.
work.
syrup sandwiches, mayonnaise sandwiches,
Yeah,
Whatever
ketchup
it is,
sandwiches, and
yeah.
sugar water.
Sugar water. Not
we
Yo,
make
don't
oodles,
it
forget.
sugar
work,
water.
man. Listen,
Don't forget the rice cereal.
that's right. Absolutely.
That's right.
We make it work. Whatever it is we got to do, we do.
We do it. Ain't no shame over here, man.
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
real.
But
Kidding me?
I never had sugar water or mayonnaise sandwich.
Somebody
I
said
had
bread
sugar
and
water.
ketchup
Bread and
I,
ketchup.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I
remember
had sugar
that.
water. Trust
I
me,
Word.
remember that
sugar
ketchup
water.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Look, Jazz,
Yeah.
Patty, True, Brooklyn, no
Yeah.
Kool-Aid, sugar water.
Sugar
Sugar
water.
water.
Yeah.
I don't
No
think I had
Kool-Aid.
that one yet,
Sugar
Me
King.
water.
neither.
I'm
I don't
telling
got
you,
sugar water.
Man, I had sugar
We
sugar
water.
did get some
water.
Kool-Aid. It was only
You
10
ain't
cent
get
a pack.
nothing, no nothing.
Word.
No,
Sugar
that's
water.
yeah, they forgot to put the lemon. Yeah, couldn't
Yeah.
make lemonade.
Telling
Sugar
you.
Sugar water.
water.
Wait a
Gotta
minute. You
Man.
go.
said bread and
And don't it
that'll
feel
be
like we're getting back to those days, the way the
way
Yep.
economy
things
is going
flowing.
right now?
Ooh,
Yes.
yes, Lord.
Watch
I
that
went to the
out.
grocery store today and they had those little watermelons for like $7. I was like, okay, I'm back in the old days. I would never buy that for $7.
Right.
You see
When
what
I
my
was
420
younger.
said?
What he
So
said,
See what 420
he
said?
said,
egg sandwich.
I have definitely have to
Right.
do
Yeah, I
more
had
listening
cereal
to
for
my
dinner.
older son. Oh yeah,
Cornflakes.
Look, egg sandwich, sugar water, and cereal for
for
dinner.
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 Yup, my household for real.
Telling you.
Hmm.
But
I
as I stated, us folks, us people of color, baby, we do whatever it is that we got to
Yeah.
do,
Dr.
and
King vitamin.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why we ain't snuffing out our family because we already been there. We already,
Yep.
we
That's
been there.
true.
We striving to do
Yeah.
better. So,
Right.
if we got to go
Yeah.
back to that, we already know how that feels.
Yep.
That's right.
yes,
That's true.
yes,
That is true.
But
yes,
That is true.
when you have everything in front of you, like this lady looked like she had everything
that
in
house
front of
was
her,
Given
You
to
see
her.
how
beautiful.
big
Yep.
that house
Wow,
and
was?
to lose everything is like, oh my God, that's the whole
It's the
world is
end of the
over.
world. Yep.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
We
she
been
can't go
there.
to the shelter. That's why. She ain't want to go to the shelter. She could have
No,
There
went.
you go, King.
That was a
yeah,
She didn't
personal
want to.
pride choice that hurt her ego living in that
Mm.
house. I
yeah,
can't go from Bel Air to welfare.
yeah,
right.
And
Yeah,
she
that's
chose
true.
a terrible decision upon her kids. And
yeah.
now she is in a place that she never thought she'd be.
Well, she in
Worse
a
Absolutely.
than
place
that.
now. She gonna get the same sandwiches.
Right.
She gonna get the same sandwich, right? Right?
But
Yep.
that's
You
What
ain't
what
right,
you think she
y'all.
gonna get in there, huh?
that's
Oodles and
You
eating.
ain't.
noodles, right?
She is.
And
Yo,
bologna
Peanut
Lily,
and jelly,
sandwiches.
right?
it ain't funny, but you
It's
wow. But it's real. You
but
gonna
it's
get the
Yeah,
real.
that
same
You think she getting a
sandwiches.
lobster? Huh?
no.
No, they give you a
You think she getting a
cold cheese
shrimp
sandwich.
salad?
Oh
You think
man,
she
it's
getting
Mm-mm.
shrimp
over.
salad in there?
No.
And her
No.
life is over though. She's done. Stick a
Yeah,
fork in her. Her
she,
life is over. Yeah,
yeah, she got a
absolutely.
rude awakening.
I hope they
Kidding
Yeah,
me?
whoop her. I hope they beat her
You see
every
her
day.
bed now?
and they are.
Look at her bed now.
I hope they
Yeah, it's
beat her
bad.
every
Huh?
It's
day.
real bad.
She's sleeping on slabs of
I'm
wood
telling you. And
with a
then
little
everybody
thin
else get to
cushion.
watch you. Like, nah, no, thank
Yeah,
you.
toilet out in the opening.
That ain't funny, but it is the
But
truth.
it's true. It's true.
She
It
deserve
is the
all that
truth.
for killing her kids.
Whatever they
I'm
do to her,
laughing,
she
but then, you know,
deserves.
I'm dead serious. She deserved every bit of that.
Whatever they decide to
Terrible.
do to her, she
Might get
That's
jail
deserves.
true.
justice.
She
'Cause you know
deserves.
how
Straight
many
up.
moms is away from their kids. She might get jail justice.
Okay,
And that's
let
worse.
me ask y'all questions. I'm gonna go around the panel. How y'all rate this out of all the stories? We're gonna go to Jazzy. How you rate this 1 to 10 out of all the stories we
Mm,
did?
that's a 10. You killing kids. That's a
Yeah,
10.
I'm with you.
Okay.
10. Killing
Patty,
children.
10.
10,
I'm with you. You killing
True,
kids, 10.
A 10,
True,
I'm ready to find
10.
you.
Yep.
All right, King.
A 20.
A 20.
Okay.
There you
Give them
Me
go.
is
two
100.
babies.
Yep.
She need to be under the jail, used
Yep.
as a brick to hold it up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
Horrible.
Killing your kids, man. Cause
13
you
and
cause, cause,
9.
'cause you had to eat oodles
Yes.
and noodles now. Come on, you crazy.
Yep. Well,
And look, all I keep seeing is that big house.
that big house.
Word.
I
Yes.
ain't see that part, Brooklyn. That big
Yeah,
house.
I ain't seen that part neither though. I
So you
saw
was
it now.
you was doing good.
Yeah.
I don't
Sell
care
a
how much you.
house.
Oh,
What you can't sell it was in foreclosure now. Right?
right. Oh,
No,
this
no,
is
she was
horrible.
getting evicted.
She was getting
She
evicted.
was getting evicted.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
she
you
didn't
could have
own it
did
But
anyway.
as I
something.
stated, this was her husband's sister that owned that house.
Yeah,
So
and
she
the
put them
husband
babies in the street,
Yep.
So
you
what
know.
she
Yep.
did for a living? Like, what? It's unanswered questions. Like,
Her
A lot
husband
of
did she
probably took
work,
care of everything, man.
or did she wait for a man to take care of her?
Yeah, I
Or
guess
Yeah,
so.
it looks like she
That's
she
normally what
looked
it
for a
be.
man to take care because it didn't say she
Mm-hmm.
was working. So how
no,
was
Right.
you
Nah.
living?
Yeah.
yeah.
so you go out there and turn them. I mean, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Nah.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
That's right.
Cause we a family
Well, you got to do
program.
what you got to
Yeah.
do.
We're
Shoot,
gonna
Yeah,
we're
we a
gonna we're gonna
family
we're
when it
gonna
comes
leave
to
program.
that
your
alone.
kids,
We're
Yeah,
gonna
we
yeah,
on
we're gonna leave
prime
that
time.
alone. We're gonna give the floor to being in. All right. So we'll be back right after the dope intro.
Hey, what's going on out there? Everybody out there in the chat. Today is BNN. Happy Sunday, and I'm about to report some news. In today's news, the Weather Channel has announced the launch of a free TV network, the first 24/7 Spanish language weather network, which will have Spanish speaking language only and also different content on there. So check that out. Also, Western Digital has announced the a new product, the 26 terabyte and 22 terabyte drives that uses a new tech called the shingle magnetic recording, or SMR, to boost the amount of data that it can fit on each platter. Also, in gaming news, Nintendo has launched, and rumors that they might be having a new console in 2024, says the analyst. Also, for guys that love the Puma brand, we finally have the Puma outlet. They already have the Puma online, but they have a Puma outlet online app now that you could check out right now. Also, Apple is on its way to creating a cheaper Apple TV device that will come out in 2022, and it will help with the company attempts to improve the cost structure of the device line.
hmm.
Yes, and for all those out there that's driving cars, we know now that the national gas price at an average has hit a new record high of 4.45 per gallon. God bless our souls. CNN, BNN, and we out.
All right. Great information, King.
Great.
Not a
Appreciate that.
problem.
Yes,
Shout out to
good.
the panel and my peoples in the chat.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
crazy though, y'all. This is
Yes.
crazy. But we're gonna wrap it up.
4:45.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I got my other joint I'm gonna be riding around with. No gas. I had my stuff for a long time, man.
You got an electric car?
I got an electric scooter.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking about getting
So
one.
I got an
So,
electric scooter, man. I got a $2,000 electric scooter, man.
oh, okay. All
Yeah, I
right.
Thanks,
got
J
it's
Mac.
in it's in the I got a video on it. I paid $2,000 for 1,700. Then I bought some other stuff, almost $2,000. It do 80 miles an hour. It's
On a
real,
scooter?
real nice
Yes.
scooter. A
Oh, wow.
scooter. I show it to y'all. A scooter. Go check my videos out. Jazzy got one too. Hers is not as fast as mine, but yeah, mine do like 80 miles an hour. Straight.
Jazzy, you step on that scooter?
Yeah, but it don't go as far as fast as his, and I don't ride it fast like that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, mine's go out. You know,
Hey, Octavia.
mine go out. But we're gonna wrap it up, right? So it's been fun. It's been fun. I like every time we come on Sunday, man, it's been very, very interesting. So to my right is my beautiful wife Jazzy.
Thank you guys for coming out and supporting Brooklyn and the family. Bless this, bless these children that got murdered because of stupidness of a mother. Well, I hope you guys enjoy, and hopefully we get some more information on it because it's not that much of information. So hopefully we come back to it and we get some more information on it, as far as what happened to her or what they're gonna do with her. Thank you guys.
All right. Next up is my sister Patty.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for being a part of the show with your comments and showing that you are engaged. Let's be kind to each other.
All right. Next up is my sister True.
Thanks everyone for coming and spending your time with us. Happy Sunday.
All right. Next up is my brother King.
I would like to say shout out to my panel. It's a privilege to serve and be around y'all. Thank y'all for making me a part of the family. I also like to say shout out to my son, Junior, my stepdaughter, Mumu. I would also like to say shout out to all the 10 people that got their lives lost in Buffalo and the multiple people that got killed in Philadelphia.
Yeah, amen.
And I like to say, blessings to the talk that we did today with these young kids. I hope their souls made it to the promised land. And like I said, it's a blessing to be here and to be alive in these terrible times and the tribulations that we have to go through to get through these terrible times. So for everybody out there that's in the world today, God bless and good night. And I also have one thing to say. Congratulations, Shamal Charlo, for unifying the titles last night. You have all 4 belts. Kudos to you. I'm out.
All right. All right. For those who don't know me, my name is Brooklyn Core Cutters, and I'm here today with my family. Right. What I got to say, I'm not gonna make it long. You know, I want everybody to know out there that someone's out there doing worse than you. All right. So to the next time, Brooklyn and the family is out. Have a great Sunday, everyone.